Hey, what is going on, everybody? I'm AldinoPrime, and this is a little Q&A live stream. Q&A for Transformers and everything, and hope you enjoy. So leave your questions in the message bar of the chat, and I'll try to answer them the best I can. So yeah, so I brought out these three figures for the fun thumbnail from the 07 movie. We got Starscream, Bumblebee, and Prime. What the hell? So just leave your questions in the chat, and I will try to answer them the best I can. So if you haven't seen my previous review, I did a review on this, review on that one, and I did kind of a review in my entire Transformers action figures collection video of Starscream, but I did full reviews of these two. I just uploaded this one a few days ago, and I uploaded this one about 5 months or so ago when I started the channel, and the videos have done very well, and this one's done very good, and then this one's done very good, but this video was almost like a year late. I didn't get this figure until July 2018, and this figure I think just recently came out in my area. I haven't been able to find Bone Crusher, but I found this, and they also had the Battle Damage Megatron, and that one looks amazing. The Battle Damage Voyager Megatron outbeats the original Studio Series Voyager Megatron, because let me pull up a picture of it real quick. Let me find Battle Damage Megatron. I'm gonna find a picture real quick of him, because it looks way better. And then they also just released the Masterpiece Movie 1, Jazz and Megatron, but I think I did see the Megatron. He's based off his first mode in the first movie. Let me find a picture of the Battle Damage Megatron. The original Voyager Megatron Prestige series was his based off his look. They're both based off his look in Revenge of the Fallen, the Cybertronian tank, and then the first one. Here we go. This is Battle Damage Megatron. It's got deeper colors. It's got like bolder colors, and with the original one, it was the tank mode was alright, but it's just the colors were, there was a lot of unpainted plastic. I heard on that one. It wasn't bad. It just, there was a lot of unpainted parts, and it wasn't bad. It's just unpainted. With the Battle Damage one, it looks more accurate to how it looked at the end, and then it had a lot more darker colors, and it looked more movie accurate, movie like. And then they got Leader Megatron from his look in Dark of the Moon with the truck, and then you got, and that combines, and the one that combines with Optimus is Leader Jetfire. I've been trying to find that figure, and I've seen pictures of this guy all connected with Jetfire, and it looks amazing. Amazing with him. And they are releasing, I think it's a Dark of the Moon Studio Series Leader Prime. It has his trailer that could turn into like the circle hemisphere weapon thing he had in Dark of the Moon. And then you got his flight tech too, as he calls it, or his jet powered prime. And with that version, I actually prefer the jet version, not one, because it's not just like black. I'm not saying the colors are bad on the Jetfire one. It's just it looks way more better on the Dark of the Moon one. And I think the colors are more because it transforms into his trailer. I don't know if that's like, I think it's either a leader or they're adding an extension to this guy. I think it's a leader because it looked bigger. But I'm not sure about that one yet. So, yeah, and the reason I don't have the original Studio Series Prime is because the chest like they were more spread out, and there wasn't this like, hold up, the chest is removable. Like this piece, if my camera focus, it wasn't like this in the middle. It didn't have like that. It was more spread out, and it was darker colors. It wasn't like it was darker colors, and the darker colors weren't good on Optimus, but the colors on this guy are way better. But the only reason I would get the original Studio Series Prime is for the blades to go with this guy, because the blades would actually look really good with this guy. And the truck mode on this guy it's alright. It's not a good truck mode. The robot mode on this guy is great. Great. But the truck mode on this one has more kind of like paint detail. And so does the original truck from the original Studio Series. But that truck mode had, if you watch my review, the truck mode on the original had, on this one, it had a lot of more open like gaps on it on the side. I think with the original Prime, Studio Prime, had more, it was more filled in, and it looked more like a complete truck than just this one. Those are the only two reasons I would get that one. And then for Starscream, they did release a Revenge of the Fallen one. It's like the same mold, but they repainted it to look like he had like the tattoos or whatever he had, and the jet mode looked great. But the only problem is with this piece right here, like this little tiny piece was like covered in like all like black and didn't fill in the jet, and that was like made the jet look kind of crappy. But that's just my opinion. But it still looked good in the robot mode, and it came with like his like chainsaw thing he had in like the movies, and I would get that to get the chainsaw, and it had a great robot mode. And this one isn't bad. It's just there's a lot of unpainted parts, but it's actually a great Starscream mode. I think this Starscream mode in general was a upscaled version of the Dark of the Moon Deluxe Starscream, and that figure was, I think, was like it was smaller than Bumblebee. It was smaller than him, way smaller, and they upscaled it. They did they did a little tweaking to it, and they made it look good. And for Bumblebee, this guy was, I think, a repaint and remold of the Wave 3 Last Night Bumblebee. Because if you look, there's a lot of similarities between the two, but I know they're like the different like cars. There's a lot of similarities between these two guys. This one has a lot more paint detail, because like the feet on this guy do not stay tabbed in well together. And this one's painted, his feet are painted way more on this one than just gray plastic, and they add a little glossy finish to his gray. And the feet, the feet on this guy just come and just hang out loose and don't really like tab in well on the last night one. And the feet on this one actually like stay in tabbed like securely. But the only problem, like the roof, like the top roof of the car mode just keeps falling off, and the arm on this side is pops off because like it's not like the last night one where it was like a ball joint, like a little piece on the cannon you just slide in and then turn it and then slide it out. This one you have to like, it's like kind of like there's a hole right here. You slide it in, and the arm would just fall out like at random. The arm would just fall out, and the arm will just fall out. And same with like when you tab it into the back to like have like a good like robot mode. Otherwise, it's a good figure, but I would prefer the Clunker Bumblebee way better because it's look more screen accurate with all the rusty crap on it. And like, but still, this one's good. It kind of looks like, if you haven't seen Bumblebee yet, looks like that one from the ending. If you haven't seen it yet, it's pretty damn good. And we'll bring in some of my Studio Series figures. We got Dropkick, Lockdown, Bumblebee from, I did a review on this guy, and DOTM Ratchet, Dark in the Moon Ratchet. Not that bad. The only Lockdown is a good figure. His like, it's not like a bad figure. Like, I like that it like compresses down, but the backpack could have been compressed down way more on this than I've seen people on YouTube and stuff just remove this entirely because it looks way better without the backpack. And they really should have made this guy a Voyager to scale with Optimus, because if you remember, in Age of Extinction, Lockdown was a little bit about the same size as Optimus. So I don't know why they didn't make this guy a Voyager class figure. And he doesn't come with like the face thing he had in the movie, or his face gun. So that's the thing I liked about the original Age of Extinction Deluxe, is it came with the face gun. But I like these weapons because he did use this, and he used that to kill Ratchet. So I like what they did with the accuracy. This looks pretty damn good, but it's still not perfect. Hey, it's getting there. And Bumblebee, this guy, everybody thought this was inaccurate. Okay, it's kind of inaccurate because of these doors, but then I've seen photos online with this Bumblebee with the doors hanging out, and I don't know if they were supposed to make it like that for the movie or not. I don't know. And we got Dropkick, his helicopter mode. But the only problem I have with like this figure is I don't know why they really could have done. They're doing a car mode one, but he uses car mode way better, way more in the movie than he used his helicopter mode. He did use his helicopter mode, but he didn't use it like all the time. He uses more car mode. And then Shatter is just her. There's a Shatter Studio Series out. She's in her car mode, but they are releasing a Dropkick car mode, and it actually looks the photos I've seen look pretty damn amazing. And we got Dark in the Moon Ratchet, which was just a repaint of the original studio series Ratchet from 07 movie, but this guy has a way better paint job than the original, and he comes with this gun that he, in almost every movie he has his gun, but the original one just came with his like blade saw. And this guy has a way better paint job than the original. Painted headlights and all that. Way better paint job. And I got Soundwave Target exclusive Titans Return stuff. And just like these are all my Studio Series figures, but this Optimus mold, I like this truck mode. This truck mode is amazing, and this guy actually looks way better than this, but I still like this truck mode. It's good, but the night aesthetic just looks way better in movie. So like Age of Extinction, I like this version of Optimus way better. I'm not way better. I like it better than this one, but I still like this one too. I just like the night version way better. And the same with like the Megatron, but I like the Megatron from both movies. I think they're all like the same, but I don't prefer one over another. But the only like good like Megatron from the first three movies was the Revenge of the Fallen one. That one just kicks ass in general. That one just kicks ass. A Cybertronian tank, and he just looks way badass in that movie. And Starscream does too. This one's not bad. It just doesn't have a lot of the painted detail like the other one. And this one, this Optimus kind of reminds me of the MP movie Masterpiece 2017 10-year anniversary Masterpiece Optimus, and they released for the 10-year 2017 Masterpiece version of this guy, and then they did Bumblebee but in his 07 Camaro mode, and that figure's brilliant. And they do all the Masterpiece figures, and the Masterpiece figures, the Optimus is not bad, but Optimus and Bumblebee aren't bad, but I can't find them anymore because they were Toys R Us exclusives. That's the thing with the Masterpieces in the US. When Hasbro did a Masterpiece, they usually made it a Toys R Us exclusive. But then when now that the Masterpiece pieces are, when Hasbro do Masterpieces now, they got to find like somewhere else to put them because for exclusives instead of Toys R Us, because Toys R Us isn't in the US anymore. And then with the, now they did choose Target for the Bumblebee exclusive Soundwave and everything, so they might do like Masterpieces still, but they might choose like a different resale to make them exclusive to. And there's one Studio Series figure, one that was released in 2018, like March, when the Studio Series got announced last year. That when it came out, there was one Studio Series figure, and I think it's number 8. Studio Series Thundercracker was a Toys R Us exclusive, and that figure is the rarest Studio Series figure to find. If somebody has that figure, they are so lucky, because that figure is rare in the US, because in other parts of the world, Toys R Us is not open in other parts of the world, and it is a rare figure because they made that a Toys R Us exclusive when this Studio Series got announced. They made that a Toys R Us exclusive, But by the time they released it, Toys R Us was announcing they were closing up. So that figure is kind of hard to find. And people on Amazon are charging like $115 for that figure, when it's not even really worth that much, because I think it was just a repainted of the Last Night Voyager Nitro Zeus that they released. And they just did not make him a headmaster, whatever, that his head doesn't pop off. And then you got the new Studio Series Shatter Cogman. Shatter actually looks good. She has like her battle mask on her face in the figure, but with the new Cogman, there's like a lot more detail from the original, and it's the same figure. They just add a lot more detail to him, so it actually looks pretty good, and it's not actually bad. But the Studio Series figures in like my area, I haven't been able to find Jetfire, and I'm really trying to find Jetfire. And I've seen Blackout and Leader Grimlock. Those are both leader glasses, and Grimlock, the Leader Grimlock is one of the best Grimlocks. Now we just need, if they do that, we just need the rest of the Dinobots in Voyager or Leader. I think more Leader, because they, in the movie Age of Extinction, they were bigger than Optimus, so Leader would make sense for the Dinobots, and like they did with Grimlock. But the only problem I got with that Grimlock, it did not come with like, hold on, I got it right here. This weapon that he had in the movie, it does not come with a bigger upper scale. That one that the original Leader Age of Extinction Grimlock came with. And I also want to see a Studio Series Night Optimus Prime and a Studio Series Night Megatron from the last night with the mask removal, because on the Leader class last night, Megatron, you were able to like look at him with his battle mask and then take the battle mask off. They should do that with Optimus on like one Optimus figure, but I don't think they will, because this Optimus face is just so iconic. They probably just won't do it. But with that Megatron, it would actually make sense to do it, because the battle mask looked badass and the actual face looked badass too. So if they do that, that would be cool. I know there's probably the new, the new Bumblebee Optimus from that movie with his vehicle mode. And then there's a new drop kit coming out, but it's with his car mode. But then with that car mode, it looks way better. Kind of like when he first like landed and scanned the car. It just looked better. And then this, it's not bad. It's just like the helicopter mode. Just he didn't really use it. The only time he like used it was like in the final battle. And you got World War II Bumblebee, which Studio Series World War II Bumblebee, which looks pretty good. The robot mode looks good, but I heard like there's a big like backpack like behind it in the robot mode. So like the backpack is my only problem with the figure, but otherwise it's actually not bad. It comes with like his war hammer, or I think like people call it like the hammer of like Solus Prime or whatever, in like the movies they gave to like Bumblebee. And then it comes like his blaster or whatever he used, and it's like World War II truck mode. And like then we got Studio Series Barricade, which looks, I've seen photos of it and I've seen it in stores, and that figure just looks damn amazing. If that figure would conquer Bumblebee Oh my god, that figure just looks. Those two look great. The only problem I got with the Clunker Bumblebee is they did not paint. Oh, chill. This part of the cannon, it's not like painted in on Clunker, and that's the only problem. It's like all gray, and I don't like that because it's not like. I'm not one of those people that was like all movie accurate, but I like some like movie accuracy to the figures, and that's my like only problem with the figure. Otherwise, it actually is not that bad because the backpack actually stays, like the roof part actually stays in on Conquer Bumblebee, and the parts like stay in better, and it looks more movie accurate with all the rust and stuff, and it's pretty screen accurate. So yeah. And they should be coming out with the new Masterpiece Jazz from the '07 film, because they released that with the Megatron, and new Masterpiece Jazz can like break apart like in the movie when Megatron ripped them apart. And the Megatron figure comes with like the All Spark. The Masterpiece Megatron comes with the All Spark, and you can like put it in his chest. Put the All Spark in his chest like in the movie, and like stuff, and he's like a Cybertronian jet, plane mode or whatever. And there's a lot more Studio Series figures on like the way, and the new Shatter. It's not like her movie face; it's like her like battle mask face or whatever. But it's still not like a bad. It's not like a bad face sculpt. It's pretty good. And but I'd like the movie one. But I mean, we see the battle mask in the movie like for like a little short time, so I'm not like big on that, like not being movie accurate. We do see that in the movie, so I'm like not like mad about that. But you know, and then there's Transformers 6 got announced. Like it's like a sequel to The Last Night. And then we have sequel to Bumblebee coming out. So hell, more Studio Series figures soon. Yeah, so just leave your questions in the chat, and I will try to answer them on stream. And I think that's gonna wrap it up for the live stream, guys. I thank you for the 2 viewers that joined. It's not much, but it's like my first live stream. But thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Drop a like and subscribe if you're new for all things Transformers content. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys later. Psych, you thought I was done. I'm not done streaming. I'm actually going to end the stream now. So thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. I'll see you guys later.